This is our Forex blog for August 26th, 2014. Before I show you our currency indexes and how to use them to find the best currencies to buy and sell, let me just showcase how our signals did today. We had an outstanding day today, one of the best ever actually, considering a lot of currencies didn't move that much. You can see the euro gap down on Sunday. Yesterday made a little bit. We got short right here and had a very tiny win. Got short right here, that's the risk, that's what the reward is. So we made money on the euro dollar. Here's the euro yen, which did much better. You can see in the key to trading, small losses, big wins. Small loss or small risk, bigger win. Small risk, bigger win. Small risk, huge win. You know, we have basically one loss today of about 8 pips. So obviously that currency made money with the 2 big wins. Here's the pound dollar, did exceptionally good, and as you can see, not only is the winning percentage excellent in our systems, the win versus loss ratio or win versus risk is also very good. This one made a little bit, and then made a little bit, and then made a lot. And it's still in that trade actually, so it made 10, 20, 30, 40 plus pips, and maybe 5 pips here, 3 pips, 12 pips. It made over 60 pips in the pound dollar. Now if you notice the high, it's less than 5,600. The whole day's range is 60 pips, which means our trading system caught pretty much every pip that from the high to low of the entire day, which is outstanding. Here we have a small risk, which we lost. Small risk, and we lost a little bit. We lost less than the risk. We got short right here and that broke even, and we got long right here and made a little bit, unfortunately, and we got short right here and made a lot. So if you add up win, small win, small loss, pretty much break even. You know, this one pretty much broke even or maybe made a little bit. And today our signals did so well. I got to some of the other currencies I don't normally look at and code for. So you had a small risk right here, and it lost half of what the original risk was. So sometimes your losers are smaller than what they initially are. That's another benefit of having trailing stops. Then you have this huge win. So this huge win subtracting the loss, we netted, you know, about 15 pips in this currency. And then the Australian yen did exceptionally well today. And we have so many different trading methods that we look for. Fibonacci based, trendline based, Gann angle based. This one is a multi-hour sideways rectangle breakout trade. So we have a small risk, and we made a huge amount of pips, and then we went short at the absolute tip high and wrote it down. So if you add up, 10, 20, 30, 40 pips, 50 pips, we made 50 pips on this, and the low is at 50. And the high is at 97.10. It almost caught every pip of the entire range of the whole day. That's how our signals did. Let me just showcase briefly how to use the currency indexes in our currency meter. Basically, you want to find a currency that's weak, like the euro. The weekly and monthly trend are down. And whenever you see a low going below the previous low, look back over the last 6 to 12 hours. Did it just make new lows? If so, on the next move up, look to sell it. It's that simple, especially if the longer term trend is down. So this is a pretty high probability place to be looking for sells. It's probably right at the 50 or 62% retracement, which it is. And you want to find a currency that's strong. Well, the dollar daily, weekly, monthly trend as of last night was up. Today, the weekly and monthly trend is still strong. It just made new highs and just broke above the hourly. Came back down, didn't break these lows. The euro dollar is very likely to go down at 6 o'clock right here. So if you bring up a euro dollar chart at 6 o'clock, the euro's longer term trend is down, the dollar's trend is up, and you have very high probability reversal. You get short, your stop's right above here, and you can see over the next 2 or 3 hours, it didn't really fall like a rock, but it did fall 10, 12 pips. All you got to do is predict the direction, and over time you're going to catch some huge 20 and 50 pip wins, and other times, smaller ones like 10, 15 pips like that. So you can see the pound broke down from above its hourly moving average to underneath it. Can't get back above it, it's likely to go down. You can see the yen strong at that time. Pound yen is one that's pretty likely coming up to 6 to go down. And of course, not all of them do. Coming up to 6, you're looking for a sell, and you can see over the next hour and a half, it did go down, not that much. Sometimes you get big wins, sometimes you don't. Let's take a look at some of the other currencies. And it always helps when you have a currency that's weak on all time frames. So New Zealand is going down, it came right back to its hourly moving average. If you go back to this point right here, very likely to go down. Find a currency that is strong at that point, that has a longer term trend that's up, like the yen. And the New Zealand is likely to go down, the yen is likely to go up. This is at a little bit after 2. And this is probably one of those ones where you're going to make the 30 or 40 pips. We're looking to sell this. And as you can see, it had a little move up. You get short. Here's your risk. And, it fell actually only about 15 to 20 pips. But the win versus risk is, astronomical. Again, pretty choppy day in many of the currencies. Our signals actually did better today than our, using the currency indexes, because they trade both trend, and we have hundreds of counter trend methods as well. There's currently, I think, 670 different patterns that we look for. And you can get our software by trading with one of our brokers, or you can buy it for $2,000, lease it for $150 a month, and the data is only $50 a month.